Hi guys, welcome to Freaking Jeep. My name's John, and it's another beautiful day in Maryland. It's beautiful from the ground up. The ground down is nothing but mud. It's kind of rough out there. So on the agenda for today, things got changed around here and changed around there. The tire job on the little tractor turned out good. If you didn't see that, I think that was in last night's quick thing. The tables, or the coffee table thing, I got a lot of changes in there. There's been redos, so I got to go back and get a bunch of those and I got to bring 3 up. The 2 ones that are broke and another good one, and so that's got to be done. I got to do something that I don't like doing, and it's totally against my principles, but it's what's got to be done. So stay tuned. We'll show you some of that. I got to find a tripod and this and that and the other thing. So we'll be back in a little bit. So welcome, like I said, welcome here, and stay tuned. And I see a tree down there that wasn't down before. Nah, maybe it's a limb. Nah, it's just a limb. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Wind's coming out of the north today. Actually, it's coming out of behind me, different direction. You can always tell by the steam that's coming out of the boiler which way the wind's coming. Good weather system there, and as you can see how it's moving pretty good. It's windy too. Bye-bye. Okay, how many people here remember this piece from the past, or this piece? This is my original tripod, and it probably still works better than some of these new ones. It's heavy, very heavy, and it got broke here and broke here and broke there and broke here. Anyhow, how many people remember this piece? Look at those beautiful wing nuts. Are those old and fancy? How many people remember that? Well, it's going to come into play on what's going on, I think. We're going to find out. So this is going up to the house. Haven't figured out how I got there because it's heavy. So we'll be back in a little bit. Stay tuned. Still haven't done the thing that I'd really dread doing, but I got to do it. Bye. Well, I didn't make it up to the back of the house, but I did get the top off. It had 2 real nice bull nose bolts on it, which probably don't mean anything. It just means the heads are a little bit bigger. And look at the ornateness and neatness. I just bought this at an auction for the knickknacks like this that are on there. And look at that fancy piece there. 4 screws, and these 2 bolts hold the this whole top mechanism on. Here's another real nice fancy wing nut. Here's one. Here's a doodad turner here, and there's a dad-do turner here, and a little thing tell you the degrees or something like that. That would wire brush off, but this thing was built. Look at the ornateness in it when it was built. I think I showed it maybe when I first got it here. It just sat outside and rusted. I just got it for who knows what. It's one of those things that I think in one of those Harry Potter movies, stuff like this was called mathams, and that's just a matham. I might do something with it, don't know what, but I got a plan for that, I'm pretty sure. So step on back and we'll show you what's got going on. Bye-bye. Hi guys, this is the update, count update. I got 5 today. In the last 3 or 4 days, I only got 2. Those are old ones, and he's an old one there. So this is just kind of give you a count. We're up to 34 and 18. I think that's what it is. It's whatever the count on that one was last time. He hadn't changed. So we'll see. Oh, that one that was in the backyard by the tree, he was faster than a speeding bullet. See ya. Bye. Hi guys, glad you made it back. We are looking at bases. This base over here is 4 foot by 30 inches. This one's 36 by 48, and these are 2 foot by 3 foot. Well, here's what some of the thing is. This is what the plan was originally, was to double decker it. But the problem with the double deckering is probably nothing. I drilled the holes in and doing all that kind of stuff, and then we thought, well, you know, I'm thinking, I go, well, then I'd lose a pallet that I could sell. So then we were thinking about putting 8, taking the legs off another one and putting it on one of these, the one that I finished, upside down. So they would go in like this, then down. It looked like a figure 8, hourglass look. And that wouldn't be too bad. So we got thinking about that, and then I said, well, I got these two messed up ones in the back. Why don't I bring them up and see what we can do with those? And then, boy, there's a lot of and then. Then the wife goes, that looks so nice. I think I'd like to have a table for up there, out on the porch. Because our table is a hexagon, 6-sided. And we have 8 people. So we need a room for 2 more people. And we have 2 little kids. That would be perfect, but it's too low. So then that base that we just took apart down there, I think that would make a perfect base for a table. Then I wouldn't need to take the legs, or I wouldn't need to take the legs off a good bench to put on a not as good bench. So that's kind of what, depending on which one she wants for a table, I think we probably stick with that little one there, because I have to take you up to the porch sometime. I don't know whether you've been up there or not. Real nice porch. I guess you can see it's screened in so the bugs don't get us too much. And we were originally gonna put, I guess you can't see it, porch all the way down here, out here, not that far out there, and then you can see the footers for the deck up there. But there, for several reasons, we didn't do that. And I was going to take those footers out. They've been there for, oh man, more years than I think of. But for some reason, she didn't want to take those out, so I left them there. And they're kind of in the way with the mowing, but other than that, they're really not in the way. But that was the plan, and that's why we have a door. When we put this in, we put a door in there. Kind of interesting stuff, not that it really makes a whole lot of difference. But anyhow, back to the table thing. I think that'll work. So I got to go get a helper and lift one of those onto there, because those are actually heavier than this old man can handle anymore. So I hope to go get the boss and she can help me do that. I think before I do that, I'll get that out of the way and take the legs off and see how they look like, because I don't know that the holes are the same part. The angle might not be right, but I think we could ad-lib that. So I got to take the legs out of that and get the boss to set one of those on top of there to help me, and we'll be back in a little bit. And I still haven't done that job that I don't want to do. I'm procrastinating. This is called playing the piano, practicing piano. So I'm practicing piano right now. Well, we're going to see what it takes to get the legs off. The legs on this side will be easy because there's no wood in here, and the bolt comes down low. Those aren't anything to get onto, so let's see what we can do here. Oh, there it is. Not too bad, a little rusty. I can't grip it with one hand. Try to get in further, I guess. Let's see what we can do here. Uh-oh. I thought that was coming undone. It lied to me. Got to tighten it back up, don't I? These are pretty rusted. Man, that was everything I had. We got that one. All right, what we're looking for. Whoops. Oh, those cruds, they got that welded in there. Oh man, them dirty dogs. Crapo. It's only welded on the one side, but they got a lot of weld in there. I was not planning on that. So every time you think you got something going good, it went to heck in a handbag real quick there, didn't it? I thought this was going to be easy peasy. Nothing's ever easy. Just when you thought you had plans, somebody went and changed the program. I'll be darned. I wonder if they're welded on this other side. Probably are. I don't think it's going to take too much to knock those welds off, but once again, there you go doing that thing called thinking. Can you see it's welded down through there and through there? They didn't weld the inside. They welded a little ways here, but that's a pretty crappy weld. But you can't get in. You can't get into here with a whiz wheel. You get into this back one with a whiz wheel. That actually, they did a good weld on that one. I wonder if this other one's welded. The ones I got are not welded. I wonder if this one's welded. Up. No, doesn't look like it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I can see the welds busted there. Kind of threw a monkey wrench in the plan there. All right, well, we're going to get through that monkey wrench, so I'll bring you back a little bit later. Got thrown under the bus, man. That sucks. See you in a bit. Just kind of an update. I don't know what time it is. I'll have to look. But I got these off. Had to torch the edges and get them off. Now I got to grind them up, clean them up, make them look pretty. So those will be underneath the other things. I got to drill holes in them. And this one here's got some, boy, it really got boogered up. But put that on the inside, nobody will know. I don't know how level these are. They're pretty warm right now. Only because I cut them off and the steel was red hot. But that's an update. So now I got to go do that thing that I didn't want to do, that I keep putting off while this stuff here is cooling down. So we're heading down to another part here. Come along and you'll see what it is. Still practicing piano, procrastinating on doing what I don't want to do. But I had a helper that helped me put this up there. Now, on a table, these legs would come off. Okay? But that's kind of what the table looks. It's 29 inches high, which I think is probably what the other things are. So I'm going to take these legs off because I got the legs off over here. And it's going to take a lot of work. There's a lot going on here. It's going to take a lot of work to clean these up and make these look nice. Okay? Because these kind of look, they're all right. And they might get used for another situation. But to grind all that up and clean those up, they've already cooled down enough. Plus you could put them, okay, there's a clean side. I don't know what's focusing. This thing's focusing and doesn't focus. There's a clean side and there's the welded side. So you could always put it like, they'd be going like this. And then set the table on top of here so it'd give you that look. So I'm going to drill holes in these and drill holes in, take those off and drill holes in those after I do my don't want to do job. We'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye. Well, guys, here we are. I'm down at another wood pile. I don't know where. I guess you got to be under this. I don't know. Anyhow, this is some wood racks I made a long time ago. I got to get into that. What I don't like to do, and it's just against my brain, really totally against my brain, is stacking and restacking. But if you're in a wood yard, sooner or later you stack and you got to restack. Most of the time, this kind of stuff here would go into a crate, but a couple years ago I had all my crates full, and that's why I went into those log lift bags, and they were all right. There's nothing wrong with them, quality bags and all that kind of stuff, but they just didn't work out in the way I do nonsense around here. So what happened was I stacked it in here. This was an old wood rack that I made probably 30 right after I got the sawmill. I know that because these are telephone pole slab woods that I sawed off because I made the box. I said, you know something, I made a box here, and I go, well, if I make another box here, then I put some slab woods on it, because that's all that crap up there is. Put some slab wood on it, and then I'll have another section down here. So this held 1, 2, 3, 4, held over 4 cords in here. Somewhere I had the figures on the side, but I need some firewood. And you guys would have to go through and see when I put this in here, because I'm probably pretty sure that I put it in there on a YouTube. Another thing, I don't know if you can see this, I guess I'll bring that up. It's kind of interesting how much firewood shrinks. Okay, this was filled up all the way to the top, and that's down like 4 inches across there. So you got 2 rows down 4 inches times, I think these are about that wide right there. I'll have to get a measurement. Those crates hold, I think they hold 3/4 of a cord. These are real big pieces, and you'd have to go back, like I say, through YouTube and see, and they're all over, and they're still, I don't know, it's not too heavy. Restacking ain't my thing, but sometimes you got to do something that's out of your ballpark. When I'm getting low on wood and there's a big storm coming in, the first rack on these is always kind of a pain, but that's the way it is. It's not one step too far for me too. Yeah, it's against my, now, I know I'm low on wood, or I don't know if that's, I'm not low on wood, I got a lot of wood, but I just soon use, I think this is seasoned. I won't know till I go up to the house. I don't know if you're even in there. Yeah, I guess you can see me. It doesn't look like it. When I take this up to the house, I'll put a moisture meter on it, because like I said, these are big, but a lot of them are flat, so they dry faster flat like that. So, and you can see the size of this. They ain't little ones. Yep. I need a square one about the size of this one over here. Anyway, I'm not gonna make you guys suffer through all this. I need the square one right here. Look at that. Yeah, I could use it even this way. Anyway, I'll bring you back when we're either taking up there to a moisture meter of a monster there, and there's no point in, I don't know how to fast it, make it go fast, and there's no point in watching me, so I'll bring it along when I get up to the boiler. We'll see in a little bit. Got to put you back in my pocket because it's cold out here. And leave me a comment if you like the table with a, before I forget, that table with that base. I think, I'm not sure whether the wife's going to go for that or not. The table's a good idea. We just haven't fine-tuned it yet, so I'll be back in a little bit. Well, here's what we got. Got some big ones, like I said, biggins. That's probably 2.5, 3 inches there. This is probably 4 inches and probably 6 inches long. This one here was on the bottom, so we'll split that one. You can see the size of that. This one here was on the bottom. We'll split a couple of those just to see what the content is. I got most of them in there. So it's about 1/3 of a cord, which 1/3 and 1/3 is 66. I think these hold 75. But like I said, it came down, so maybe that's a goofy reading. So I'm gonna, hopefully this beast will pick this up. It should. And then take it on up and we'll put it away. Oh, I gotta turn it around. I got the wrong side out. So I gotta do some work. I gotta turn it around. And I was looking at this thing. I might be able to put a magnet on right in here, and that'd kind of give you that look. But I haven't got rid of the shaky yet, so I'm still working on that. So, and I think I have orange on it there. I guess you can see that. I think I had a date on it. Once I started moving it over, I saw quite a few streaks, numbers with orange on it. So I think there was a date on it. I think I put it in there last year, maybe the year before. I don't know. You could go back in the old YouTubes and find probably when I put that in there, because I'm pretty sure that I've showed just about everything I do every day. Another thing, people have asked me, why don't you just buy a load of firewood when you're getting low? And that's against my brain. It just doesn't work in my brain. And if I buy a load of firewood for, down here it's only, you can find a mixed hardwood for $250 without any problem delivered. Then I still got to stack it in the totes. It's a lot easier for me to just buy fuel oil at that point. So, and I've earned the right to buy fuel oil after 50 years of burning wood. I've saved enough that I could, but it just somehow goes against the brain. We'll see you in a little bit up at the boiler. Bye-bye. All right, let's split a little bit of wood. This is going to finish you guys off for today. I got a lot more work to do, but I got to put away all those tools up there, take the legs off one of those things. But we'll see what this is, just for the heck of it. This is, well, you can see the size, probably 4 by 6. Didn't split too bad, did it? Doesn't matter what it is, it's going in the boiler. And here's the, and these two were on the bottom of that rack, right dead center. 19. Let's see what it is out here. It's only 18 there. There it's 16. I don't know what the outside here is. This is the outside, which would have dry first. That's 15. 3% less. I don't think you can get much better than that for a big piece like this. Let's see. This should be the same as the other one. Yeah, I only went 18. I think it also depends on how far you push those stabbers in, but maybe not. That one's only making it to 9 there. That's making it to, let's see, 15, 16, 17. I guess the wood was probably in this way because this end's drier. Let's see what it is just for the heck of it. I'm not getting any reading there. Huh. I'm not getting any reading. It's got to have some kind of reading. That goes up to I'm not getting anything there. 2. You can't have wood at 2. That side there is going up to 8. Alright, let's split this other one here just for the heck of it. That's some nice oak firewood. I think the higher or the more concentrated pieces of wood, in other words oak and harder woods, I think they could go a little bit higher. Let's see. In the center we got 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. At this end here we got 10, and at this end here we got 12. See what this outside looks like. There you got 13. There you got 10. 10. See what the end of this one looks like. I know most people go up there and show you dry. Okay, I made it to 10 on that one. 8. Depends on how much contact you got, I really think. Made it to about 10. I'm still alright with that for oak. There, I made it up to, I think that's 15. Yeah, that 14. Push a little bit harder, you can get to 15. That's about what the wood is. It's plenty good for burning. And that's what the heat's going to be. Looks like I got one more load. Whew, now I got a lot of cleanup to do up at the house, and put the forks away and all that kind of stuff. Get too hard to do this for an old geezer. Anyhow, do me a favor and hit the like button, subscribe button. Tell me if you leave a comment if you like that table idea where the legs. I'll bring you back when I get a little further along, because whether you like it or you don't like it, I'm going to make it probably. I'm pretty sure I am. And if the boss doesn't like it, sell it. Don't need it. I bought those pallets. I thought I was going to need 2, but I think I'm only going to need 1 so I can sell the rest. That's the plans now. So I'm glad you came along and hope you found it interesting. And if you got any questions about anything, leave them down there and I'll try not to try to answer them. You know me, I'm always good at answering. No, I answer everybody. I read everything and try to get back with you. Sometimes I miss, and sometimes, hey Mac, sometimes they don't make it to me. But I'll tell you what, down at Hard Working Man last night, I left a comment with him. He typed it all out, and mind you, I'm not a typer, I'm not a speller, so it took me a long time to write him more than you should for a comment. And I got up, because I'm an old geezer and had to go take a leak, came back, and it was gone. It was nowhere on the computer. It was blank. I mean, his place was still up, but the whole comment was gone. Man, I don't know, maybe if you pause too long between typing it goes away, but the movie was still playing. And so that kind of frustrated me, so I wrote him back again. I wrote all this stuff and boom, boom, boom. But the first comment got to him, but it still doesn't show up on my screen. So there's some problems there. I know that some people leave. If you leave me a comment and I don't answer you, it's because I didn't get it on my end of the computer. So thanks for coming along and all the help you guys have been doing for me. Bye-bye now. Just when you think you had the last one, you don't. Had to stoke the fire, boiler. In the daytime, when it's not that hot, I stack them crisscross. Boom, 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 all the way up, and then lean 2 against it that way. Gets a lot of air around it, burns a lot better, you get a lot more heat out of it faster, all that kind of nonsense. So just thought I'd add it. So this is the last one now. This is definitely the last one. Almost positively, definitely. Positively, I think so. We'll see you. Bye.